Hari Om Nana ji.
Hari Om Balaji.
Hari Om Nana ji. How are you, Nana ji?
Very fine. Thank you.
Very nice, Nana ji. I'm ready, Nana ji. You can start at 6. I mean, at your time.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namani Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet Balaji, can you shift this to the Atma Kaha? Yeah. No, just before this. Before this. Little earlier. Correct. Here. So, Hariam, everybody. So, we are here somewhere. Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Michyete. That is the Tattva Vivekaha. Tattva Vivekaha Kaha. What is Tattva Viveka? Atma eva Satyam. Atma alone is Satyam. Tadanyat Sarvam Michyeti. Other than Atma, whatever else you may conceive of, you may perceive, you may think, all those are Mithya. Atma Kaha. स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः पंचकोश अतीतः सन् अवस्थात्रय साक्षी सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपः सन् यः तिष्ठति स आत्मा. The sun means having been. After conforming to this स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः, conforming to that sentence, पंचकोश अतीतः, it is other than the Panchakoshas, having been that, Avastatraya Sakshi. It is witness of the three avastas, Sat, Chit, Ananda Swarupaha, San, Yaha Tishtati, whatever is there, Sa Atma, that is Atma. Now, Stola Shariram Kim is the question. Stola Shariram Kim. Yeah, can you shift this, please? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. The answer to that question, Stola Shariram Kim, what is Stola Shariram? Panchi Kruta, Pancha Maha Bhutaihi Krutam, Sat Karma Janyam, Sukha Dukkhadi Bhogayatanam Shariram, Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyatiti, Shadvikaravat, Etat Stola Shariram. That Stola Shariram is defined very clearly. There's nothing left out. Panchikruta. Panchikruta. Pancha Mahabhutaihi Krutam. Pancha Mahabhutaihi, they are what? Akasham, Vayuhu, Agnihi, Jalam, Prithvi. These are Pancha Mahabhutas. Those Panchikruta, they have undergone a process of Panchikrutam. That we will come to towards the end of this Tattva Bodha, the Panchikrutam, Panchikaranam, we will see how it is. Panchikruta Panchamahabhutaihi Krutam, Sat Karma Janyam. This Stola Shariram is Krutam. Krutam is, it is made. Made by what? Panchamahabhutaihi Krutam. These five great elements have made this Stola Shariram. Sat Karma Janyam. It is owing to the Sat Karma, the Punya Rupa Karma that you have brought along with you. Sat Karma Janyam, Sukha Dukkha Adi, Bhogayatanam Shariram. Sukha, Dukkha, etc. These pairs of opposites. Sukha Dukkha Adi, Bhoga. Bhoga means indulgence. Enjoying or suffering those. Bhoga Ayatanam Shariram. Ayatanam is the dwelling place, like a house. It is the house, it is the residence for the jiva to enjoy or suffer these pairs of opposites. Sukha Dukkha di Bhogayatanam Shariram. Shariram is body. That body has got the limitations. It is changeable all the time. Shariram, Asti, it is, Jayate. Jayate means it is born. Vardate, it keeps on growing. Viparinamate, and it goes through a lot of modifications. Apakshiyate, Apakshiyate means it declines towards the end. In Vardhakya, it as though declines. And Vinashyati te, towards the end, it drops itself off. Okay? Asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati iti. How many are these? One, asti, 1, jayate, 2, vardhate, 3, viparinamate, 4, 5, apakshiyate, 6 is vinashyati iti. These are the sixfold modifications to the sthola shariram. Shadvikaravat. Shat is 6. Shadvikaravat. It is going through sixfold modifications. Vikaravat. Modification is a change. Shadvikaravat. Etat sthola shariram. This sthola shariram is that. It is made after the Panchikaranam, which we will come to towards the end of this text. Panchamahabhutaihi kritam. Satkarmajanyam, that is important. It is born out of a preponderance of punya karma. The prarabdha vashat, all of us have taken janma. That prarabdham has a mixture of punyam chapapam. And because the punyam is predominant, we have taken to the manava janma. If it is the other way around, if papam is more in the combination of punyam chapapam for janma, then we would have been an animal, a worm, okay, an insect, a bird, whatever. This is the sthola shariram. That is how it is defined. Sukshma shariram kim. Now why do you want sukshma shariram? Because Atma was defined as sthola sukshma karana sharirat vyatiriktaha. It is other than the 3 bodies. The second body is Sukshma Shariram, the subtle body. And the subtle body, how is it made? Apanchikrita. Before the Panchikaranam, it is made. Apanchikrita, Panchamahabhutaihi kritam. Again, the Panchamahabhutas have made this Shariram. Panchamahabhutaihi kritam. Satkarmajanyam, like in the case of this Sthola Shariram, Satkarmajanyam. Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam. For the pairs of opposites like Sukha Dukkha, indulgence in them, enjoying or suffering them, it is the means. It is the means using which you will enjoy or suffer the pairs of opposites. Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam. Pancha Jnanendriyani. And what does it comprise? Pancha Jnanendriyani, the 5 sense organs. Pancha Karmendriyani, the 5 organs of action. Pancha Pranadayaha, the 5-fold pranas. Manaschaikam, Buddhischaika evam, mind and the Buddhi. Saptadasha Kalabhi. It is of the nature of 17 facets. Saptadasha Kalabhi. Sahayat tishtati tat sukshma shariram. Whatever is there, that is called sukshma shariram. What is that saptadasha kalabhi? It has got 17 faces as
Sumaji, Renuji, Kshamyatam, kindly mute yourself.
okay. Thank you for muting yourself. Saptadasha kalabhi. It has got 17 faces. What are the 17? The 5 Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, together 5 plus 5, 10. Pancha Pranadayaha, another 5. This is 15. Manaha, Buddhihi. So 15 plus 2, 17. Saptadasha Kalabhihi, Sahayat Tishtati, Tat Sukshma Shariram. This also, mind you, it is made by the Pancha Mahabhutas. And the Jnanendriyas. What are the Jnanendriyas? Pancha Jnanendriyani was mentioned here. What are the Jnanendriyas? Shrotram, the ear. Tvak, the sense of touch. Chikshuhu, the sense of perceiving, seeing, chakshuhu, rasana, the tasting tongue, granam, the nose, iti pancha jnanendriyani, shrotram tvak, 2, chakshuhu, 3, rasana, 4, granam, iti pancha jnanendriyani. These are the organs of perception. These are called the jnanendriyas. Shrotrasya digdevata. These things quickly I will skip. You kindly go through the text, you will know. That is the devatas for each one of these organs. Okay? Digdevata shrotrasya, tvacho vayuhu, chakshushaha suryaha, rasanaya varunaha, granasya ashvinau, iti jnanendriya devataha. These are the deities presiding over the jnanendriyas. Shrotrasya vishayaha shabdagrahanam. What does the ear do? Shrotrasya vishayaha shabdagrahanam. What does it do? It will catch the shabdas. Okay? Any shabda that is a disturbance to the local environment of which this ear is a part. If there is any disturbance like this, like that, it will pick up. Shabdagrahanam. Tvacho vishayaha sparshagrahanam. What does tvak do? Tvak is the skin, you can say skin. And that is there, apada mastakam. From the sole of the feet to the top of the head. Apada mastakam, the skin is there. And that is very, very sensitive. Tvacho vishayaha sparshagrahanam, picking the sparsha, anything that is other than itself, other than its skin, anything that is there. If there is a bit of a fragment of dust that falls on the body, it will pick it up. It will be aware of that. It is very sensitive. Then chakshusho vishayaha rupagrahanam. What is the function of the eyes? Chakshusho vishayaha rupagrahanam. Rupa includes varnam also. Rupa is form. Rupagrahanam, and it also picks up the color. Rasanaya vishayaha rasagrahanam. For the rasanendriya, the job is what? Rasagrahanam. To pick up the taste. Rasagrahanam. Granasya vishayaha gandhagrahanam iti. For the nose, the function is what? Gandhagrahanam. Picking up the smells. Okay? Gandha. It may be Sugandha, it may be Durgandha. Both it will pick up. Karmendriyas. What are the Karmendriyas? Saptadasha Kalabihi was mentioned. Out of that, 5 Indriyas are covered here. Then the 5 more other Indriyas are Karmendriyas. Then the other 5 are Pranas. Then the 2 more are Manaha and Buddhihi. All those things are going to be covered by Acharya. Vak Pani Pada Payu Upasthaniti Pancha Karmendriyani. Vak is the talking tongue. Vak. Pani. Pani is what? We say Pani Grahanam. At the time of marriage, Pani Grahanam. You take the hand of the spouse who is going to be your spouse hereafter. Pani Grahanam. Vak, Pani, Pada. Pada is the feet. Payu Upasthaniti. Payu Upasthaniti, the organs of excretion and enjoyment. Okay? Payu Upasthaniti, Pancha Karmendriyani. And what do they do? Vacho Vishayaha, Vacho Devataho. These devas are not considered here. Vacho Devata Vannihi, Hastayoho Indraha, Padayoho Vishnu, Payoho Mrityuho, Upastasya Prajapatihi. Upastasya is the organ of Anandam. Upastasya Prajapatihi. Iti Karmendriya Devataha. Then what does Vacha do? What does the talking tongue do? Vacho Vishayaha Bhashanam. Like I am doing now. Vacho Vishayaha Bhashanam. Panyor Vishayaha Vastu Grahanam. What does the hand do? Panyoho vishayaha vastu grahanam. It will pick up objects. Vastu grahanam. Payoho vastu grahanam. Then padayoho vishayaha gamanam. What do the feet do? Gamanam. They are for mobility. Gamanam. Payoho vishayaha malatyagaha. That is the payo. Payo is the organ of excretion. Payoho vishayaha malatyagaha. What is unnecessarily accumulated in the body after proper digestion and all that, that is thrown away. Malatyagaha. Upastasya vishayaha ananda iti. This is the organ of ananda. Upastasya vishayaha. That is what it does. Then what is the Karana Shariram? Atma kaha? Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha. Sthula Sukshma Shariras are covered. What is that Karana Shariram? Karana Shariram Kim? What is that? Anirvachya, Anadya, Avidya Rupam, Shariradvayasya Karanamatram, Swaswarupa Ajnanam, Nirvikalpaka Rupam Yadasti Tat Karana Shariram. What a big definition is this? What is the big definition for this Ajnana Janitam Karana Shariram? This is the lump of Ajnanam Karana Shariram, because of which it is the Karanam. Karanam is, it is the cause. It is the cause for the other two Shariras. What are the other two Shariras? Sthola Shariram and Sukshma Shariram. For those two, this fellow, this Karana Shariram, is the Karanam. Karana Shariram is, it is the causal body. It is the body which causes the other two bodies. That is why it is called causal body, not casual body. Causal. Okay? It is the body which causes the other two Shariras. And this is the nature of Anirvachya. You can't define it. How can you define Ajnanam? You can define various facets of Jnanam. Anirvachya, Ajnanam you can't. That is why there is no nirvachanam for that. Anirvachya, undefinable. Anirvachya, Anadya. When did it begin? Anadya. It is beginningless. This avidya is beginningless. Anadya. Avidya Rupam. It is beginningless and it is the nature of Ajnanam. Avidya Rupam. It is the form and nature of Ajnanam. Shariradvayasya. For the other two Shariras, which are Sthola Shariram and Sukshma Shariram, which we have just now covered. Shariradvayasya Karanamatram. It is simply the cause for the other two Shariras. Satsvarupa Ajnanam. It does not know itself. Satsvarupa Ajnanam. Nirvikalpaka Rupam. And it does not undergo any change. Nirvikalpaka Rupam. Vikalpa is any change, any modification. Okay? This does not go through any vikalpa. So it is called Nirvikalpaka Rupam. Yadasti, what is there? Tat Karana Shariram. That is said to be Karana Shariram. Now Atma was said what? Sthola Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha. Those three Shariras are defined here. Now, and it is also said Sthola Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha Pancha Kosha Atitaha. It is beyond the Panchakoshas. The Panchakoshas will be covered later, I think. Avasthatraya Sakshi. Those avasthas are going to be covered here. Avasthatraya. Avasthatrayam Kim. What are the three avasthas? Trayam means three. Avastha. Avastha means the stage where you experience avastha. That is the status of your being in that state. Avasthatrayam Kim. Out of that, these three, what are they? Jagrat, Swapna, Sushuptyavastaha. The three are Jagradavastha, Swapnavastha, and Sushupti Avastha. Jagradavastha, Swapnavastha, Sushupti Avastha. Jagradavastha is the waking state of the experience for the jiva. Swapnavastha is that of the dream state. Sushupti Avastha is that of the deep sleep state. Jagradavastha is being defined. Jagradavastha ka, what is Jagradavastha? Shrotradi Jnanendriyaihi. Using Shrotradi Jnanendriyaihi. What are the Jnanendriyas? Shrotram Chakshuhu, Rasanam,
Gandhaha,
pardon?
The Gandhaha that and the Sparsa. Like feeling and the smell.
Correct. All those Jnanendriyas, the five, Shrotradi Jnanendriyahi, Strotram Chakshuhu, Sparsha, Rasana, Granam iti, Pancha Jnanendriyani. Those Shrotradi Jnanendriyahi, using them, Shabda, the Vishayascha, Shabda, etc., the Vishayas, the Indriya Vishayas. These are called the Indriya Vishayas. Like a form is the Vishaya for the Chakshuhu. Shabdam is a Vishaya for the Shrotrendriya, etc. Shabda, the Vishayehi, Jnayate, how it picks up. Jnayate means knows. Iti yat sa Jagradavastha. Whatever is done in the Jagradavastha is that. Through the Shrotradi Jnanendriyehi, you will pick up Shabda, the Vishayescha, and those inputs picked up through the Jnanendriyas, they are passed on to the Antakarana, the mind and intellect. Jnayate iti yatsa Jagradavastha. That is the Jagradavastha. Sthola Sharira Abhimani Atma Vishwa iti uchyate. We think we are the body, no? Which body? Sthola body, Sthola Shariram. That you are the Abhimani of the Sthola Shariram and you are called Vishwa. As long as you are in the Jagradavastha, the Jivi is experiences wise, he is called Vishwa. Swapnavastha. Swapnavastha keti chet. What is Swapnavastha iti if you ask? Jagradavasthayam. In the Jagradavastha, yat drushtam, whatever is seen, yat shrutam, whatever is heard. And this also continues. Whatever is heard, whatever is perceived by the skin, whatever is picked up by the Rasanendriya, whatever is picked up by the Granendriya, all those are included in these. Though only two are mentioned, these are Aupacharikam, these are as though the Ityadi was to be said, which was not said. Jagradavasthayam, yat drushtam, yat shrutam, tajjanita vasanaya. That produced by that janita vasanaya, that samskaram, nidra samaye, at the time of dream, nidra. Nidra means not deep sleep, nidra samaye means dream. Nidra samaye, dream state. Prapanchaha, a kind of a world, pratiyate is created, sa swapnavastha, that is called swapnavastha. And the swapnavastha will have the inputs from the Jagradavastha. Jagradavasthayam yat drushtam, yat shrutam, tajjanita vasanaya. Tajjanita means born out of that vasana. Born out of whatever is picked up during the Jagradavastha, Tajjanita Vasanaya, Nidra Samaye, during dream state, Yaha Prapanchaha Pratiyate, he creates his own world. That is called Swapna Avastha. Sukshma Sharira Abhimani, like the Jagradavastha Sharira Abhimani, he is called Vishwa. Here this Abhimani is called Taijasa. When you are dreaming, are you aware of the Jagradavastha? Which you are not. Secondly, are you aware of yourself Are you aware of yourself? Do you remember your name in the dream state? Do you remember your status in the dream state? Are you a singer? Are you a painter? Are you a lawyer, doctor, engineer? Do you know all those? None of those. That Sthola Sharira Abhimani is called Vishwa. This Sukshma Sharira Abhimani is called Tejasa. Tejasa, that the one who has got Tejas. With the Tejas only, Prapanchaha Pratiyate, he creates his own world. Okay? Now, these two avasthas are over. What is the third avastha? Sushupti avastha. Ataha, afterwards, Sushupti avastha ka. What is Sushupti avastha? In that avastha, you do not know anything. Aham kimapi na janami. Aham, I, kimapi, not even an iota. Kimapi na janami, I don't know. Sukhe namaya nidra anubhoyata. I had a wonderful sleep. I had a very comfortable sleep. I have a very refreshing sleep. Sukhe namaya nidra anubhoyata.
गुरु पूजा वगैरह और बाद में फिर पूजा वगैरह सब यज्ञ.
Pardon? What was that? That was said?
Nanaji, somebody, I'm muting again all, and kindly unmute and then speak. I'm muting all. Okay,
Okay.
Nanaji?
Okay. Mute everybody. Thank you. So, Sushupti Avastha is that. Ataha Sushupti Avastha ka. Then what is Sushupti Avastha? Aham kimapi na janami. Sukhe namaya nidra anubhoyata. It is Sushupti Avastha. I did not know anything. But I had a wonderful sleep. Very refreshing sleep. Sukhe namaya nidra anubhoyata iti. That is Sushupti Avastha. This Karana Sharira Abhimani, this Sushupti Avastha is related to the Karana Sharira Abhimani. Karana Shariram, the causal body. That Abhimani, the one who identifies himself, the Jiva identifying himself with the Karana Sharira, the Abhimani means that. Atma, the Jiva, Prajna iti uchyate. Prajna iti uchyate. He said, he is called Prajna. The Vishwa is for this Sthola Sharira Abhimani. Then Sukshma Sharira Abhimani, Tejasa. Karana Sharira Abhimani, Prajna. Abhimani means when we are in that avastha, we identify ourselves with that, and the other two we do not know. When you are in the Karana Shariram, you do not know anything about the Sukshma Shariram and the Sthola Shariram. So too in every Shariram. When you are in the Sthola Shariram, you don't know. You can only, because you are capable of thinking. You can think of the dream, but you are not in the dream world. You are not the Tejasa. The Tejasa, it is not switched on till you start living in the avastha, that dream state avastha. Same thing applies here. Karana Sharira. When you are in this avastha, you are identifying yourself with that Karana Sharira. So you are called Karana Sharira Abhimani. And you are said, you are Prajna. One is Vishwa, another is Tejasa, the third one is Prajna. Now Panchakoshas. Atma is Thola Sukshma Karana Sharira Pyatiriktaha. Panchakosha Atitaha. That Panchakoshas are being covered here. Panchakoshaha ke. What are these Panchakoshas you said? Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamayas-cheti. These are the 5 koshas. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamayascheti. These are the 5 koshas. Okay. Annamaya kaha. What is Annamaya? See, these koshas are what? This is where the jiva, you and I, when we are immersed in this Annamaya kosha, we do not know other things at all. When you are extremely hungry, what do you want? Do you want mathematics? You want physics, chemistry? You want astronomy? You want astrology? You want nuclear science? What do you want? You want political science? None of these will be tasty to you. You have to have some food to quench your hunger. Annamaya koshaha, pranamaya, like that pranamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, anandamaya sheti. Okay? Annamaya kaha. What is annamaya? Annarasena iva bhutva. It is born out of annarasa. It is born out of the essence of anna. Anna is food. Okay? Anna is food. Annarasena iva bhutva, having come into existence. Annarasena iva vruddhim prapya. And because of the annarasa, because of the essence of the anna, that vruddhim prapya. Vruddhi is what? Growth. Having gone to growing stature, vruddhim prapya, annarupa pruthivyam. And pruthivi is what? Annam, where did you get from? From pruthivi. Pruthivi is the karana for all kinds of annam. Okay? All kinds of annam are produced by the pruthivi. Annarupa pruthivyam. That pruthivi, which is the nature of anarupa. Yad viliyate. Finally, whatever is absorbed into the pruthivi, tat annamaya kosha, sthola shariram. This annamaya kosha is indeed the sthola shariram, which is what? Sthola shariram is what? Asti jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati iti shadvikaravat. It is sthola shariram. That at the end of the journey, it will be totally dissolved into the earth from where it came from. When the body is cremated, this is what happens. When the body is cremated, what happens? The body has all the 5 elements, isn't it? That is what is mentioned. Sthola shariram has got the 5 elements. Panchikrita pancha mahabhutaihi kritam. After the process of panchikaranam, this sthola shariram is born. So, the pancha mahabhutas are resident in the body. When the body is cremated, what happens? The pancha mahabhutas yield themselves to their original bhutas. When the body is cremated, what happens? The water is absorbed into the clouds, so to say, jalam. Then finally the body falls to the ground, which is prithvi. So the prithvi is given up to the prithvi. The sthola shariram has got prithvi also. Prithvi, jalam, then what? Agni. The body, when it was alive, it was warm. Now, when the prana from the body has left, the body starts becoming cold. So the Agni has given place to the Mahabhuta Agni. The Agni of the body has gone away, joining the Mahabhuta Agni. Then the Vayu. The body starts stinking. And when you cremate, this Vayu merges with the Akhanda Vayu. Then what happens? Akasha, what happens? Before it was cremated, this was occupying some space. And when the cremation is completed, that space is gone. Where has it gone? It has merged itself into Mahakasha. That is how Yadviliyate Tadannamaya Koshaha Sthola Shariram. And what is Pranamaya Koshaha? Pranamaya Kaha. Pranadjaha. Pranadjaha. Beginning with prana. That is, there are other four. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. These are the five. Pranadjaha. Adjaha means beginning with prana. Panchavayavaha, the five vayus. Vagadindriya panchakam. Vagadi. Vak means the talking tongue. Vak, talking tongue. Indriya panchakam, the five organs of action. Vak, pani, pada, payu, upasthaniti, panchakarmendriyani. These panchakarmendriyani, with these pranaha, okay, this pranaha, which are panchavayavaha, pranamaya koshaha, that pranamaya koshaha is that. This will have itself the five vayus and the vagadi indriya panchakam. Then manomaya koshaha kaha, manomaya koshaha kaha, manascha jnanendriya panchakam militva yo bhavati samanomaya koshaha. Together with the mind and the five jnanendriyas. Here in the pranamaya koshaha, what are included? The five pranas and the karmendriyas. The five karmendriyas are included in the pranamaya koshaha. Here in the manomaya koshaha, manascha jnanendriya panchakam militva, not the karmendriya panchakam militva, yo bhavati samanomaya koshaha. That is manomaya koshaha. Vijnanamaya kaha. Buddhi jnanendriya panchakam militva yo bhavati savijnanamaya koshaha. Between the manomaya koshaha and vijnanamaya koshaha, the difference is only to the extent of, in this manomaya koshaha, manaha is there, and in the vijnanamaya koshaha, buddhi is there. The discriminative faculty of the mind, which is called buddhi, that together with the five organs of perception, jnanendriya panchakam militva. Militva means having combined with. Yo bhavati, whatever is made into yo bhavati sa vijnanamaya koshaha. That is called vijnanamaya koshaha. And anandamaya kaha. Anandamaya kosha is what? Evameva karana sharira bhuta avidyastamarana sattvam priyadi vritti sahitam sat anandamaya koshaha. Etat kosha panchakam. This is the anandamaya koshaha, which you will experience in the deep sleep state. Evameva karana sharira bhuta. Karana sharira is what? Avidya, anadya, sharira dvayasya karana matram, sattvarupa ajnanam, that karana shariram. Okay? That karana evameva karana sharira bhutva, bhutadi, avidyastamarana sattvam. Avidya, it does not know itself. Malina sattvam, that avidya is the malinam. Okay? Malina sattvam is the guna. They're kind of clouded. The gunas are clouded. Priyadi vritti sahitam sat. Priyadi. Adi means beginning with. Priyadi. Priya, moda, pramoda. Priya, moda, pramoda. These are the three. Priyadi vritti sahitam sat. Vritti means a thought process. Anandamaya koshaha. It is the anandamaya koshaha. Priyadi vritti sahitam. The example given is, supposing you are fond of eating sweets, you got jamun, you see a bowl of jamuns, and when you have seen that, priya is generated. You have got some kind of a liking for the jamun, priya. Moda. Moda is what? When you have neared the jamun and picked up one jamun in your palm, that is moda. Priya, moda, And when you have put it in your mouth and started enjoying the sweetness of that and the softness of that, the rasa of that jamun, that becomes ananda, priyamoda, pramoda. That is that. That is the anandamaya koshaha. Etat kosha panchakam. These are the 5 koshas. What are the 5 koshas? What are the 5 koshas? Starting from here. Anandamaya koshaha, Vijnanamaya koshaha,
Manomaya.
Manomaya, very right. Manomaya kosha. Then
And then Pranamaya kosha and then
Pranamaya
Annamaya.
kosha, Annamaya kosha. These are the activities of the body with which you identify yourself and you are stuck there. And Atma is other than all these things. Panchakosha atitaha. Panchakosha atitaha. Madiyam shariram. This shariram is mine. Madiyaha pranaha. These pranas are mine. Madiyam manasya. The mind is mine. Madiya buddhihi. Buddhi is mine. Madiyam ajnanamiti. Mine also is ajnanam. Ajnanam is the anandamaya koshaha. Svenaiva jnayate. With what you know, tadyatha. How you know this? Tatyada madiyatvena jnatam. Because you have known that. You have known that this is yours. What you have known as belonging to you, how can you be that? You have owned a house. This house is mine. This house is mine. You are the master of the house. But are you the house? And you have bought a cow, suppose. Madiyaha gavaha, and this cow is mine. You are not the cow. The cow belongs to you. Same thing. Madiyaha jnanam. This jnanam, this knowledge of the empirical world I have got. I am a doctorate in physiology, and I am very highly aware of all kinds of nuances of physiology. You are not the physiology. You are the jnata of physiology. Madiyatvena jnatam, because you claim that this is mine, etc. When you are aware that this is yours, what you are aware of belonging to you, you cannot be that. Kataka kundala gruhadivat. Kataka is bangle, I think. Kataka kundala. Kundala is what? What you wear in the ear. Kataka kundala gruhadivat. Like the house. All these things. This kataka is mine. Kundala is mine. This gruham is mine. And swasmat bhinnam. These are other than you. Swasmat bhinnam tada panchakoshadikam. These panchakoshas, you claim that you are aware of these. I am very hungry. You are aware of hunger. Right? I'm gasping for breath. I want to rest, relax. Okay? Pranamaya. Like that. Hey, I'm able to desire something. Manomaya. I'm able to decide about something. Vijnanamaya. And I did not know anything in deep sleep state. Anandamaya. All these things you are aware of. Anandamaya, especially at that state, you did not know. But you come out of that state, you realize you have been in that state and you have really enjoyed that. Panchakoshadhikam, you are other than the Panchakoshas. Swasmat bhinnam, that those koshas are other than you. Swasmat bhinnam, bhinnam is other than you. Madiyatvena jnatam, because you claim that those belong to you. What you claim belong to you. What is your property, kind of? Jnatam, having known your property, Atmana bhavati. Whatever you have claimed as belonging to you, it cannot be Atma. It cannot be Atma. You are Atma, and Atma as though is claiming that all these belong to it. though you don't know what is Atma. It cannot be Atma. None of these can be Atma. Atma tarhikaha. Okay, Acharya, you are saying Atma is not that, etc. But what indeed is Atma? Atma tarhikaha. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha. It is said to be of the nature of Sat. It is the nature of Chit and it is the nature of Ananda. Okay? Sat Kim, what is Sat? Kalatrayepi tishtati iti Sat. Kalatrayepi, in all the three periods of time. What are the three periods of time? Bhuta Bhavishyat Vartamana Kalaha. Vartamana Kalaha, now we are doing the Tattva Bodha Vicharana. This Vartamana Kala. Bhavishyat, tomorrow we will be continuing this. That becomes the Bhavishya Kala. Yesterday we began this Tattva Bodha Prakaranam, which becomes the Bhuta Kala, the past. The past, present and future. Kalatraya. These Kalas, they may be passing. The Kala has got the nature of not repeating itself in your awareness. Okay, in your awareness. When you are trying to think of yesterday, yesterday is gone. It is dead and gone. You have got only to pick up the memories of yesterday. You can't live in the Vartamana yesterday. You can't live yesterday today. Neither can you live tomorrow today. You will live only today. Vartamana kalam eva. You have the experiences. You can't dream in Bhavishyat. Whereas in dream state, you may think of Bhavishyat. That is different. You can't start dreaming for tomorrow today. Neither can you start dreaming for yesterday today. Today is today. That is Vartamana Kala. That in all the three periods of time, whatever is, tishtati is, whatever is, that is Sat. Kalatrayepi tishtati iti Sat. That which cannot be negated in any period of time is Sat. Now you are listening to Tattva Bodha. You listened to Tattva Bodha yesterday also. You were there yesterday? Yes. You are there today? Yes. You will be there tomorrow. And these are the three kalas when you could not be negated. That Sat is that you, the Tattva of you, which cannot be negated in both the Bhavishyat Vartamana kalas, is Sat. That is Sat. Kalatrayepi tishtati iti Sat. And what is Chit? Chit kim jnana swarupaha. It is of the nature of jnana. It is because of that you are able to pick up any jnana. You are able to listen to what I am saying. You are able to understand what I am saying. You are able to assimilate what I am saying. You are in a position to ask questions of those things which you have a doubt about. All this is jnana swarupaha. That is Chit. Anandakaha, Sukhaswarupaha, Anandakaha, Sukhaswarupaha. This Sukhaswarupaha, it is manifest during the deep sleep state. Evam Sachidananda Swarupam Swatmanam Vijaniyat. There's such Sat Chit Ananda Swarupam. Atma is Satkim. Chitkim, Anandakaha, all those things are addressed. And you asked what is Atma Tarhikaha, Satchitananda Swarupaha, that is what was answered. Evam, in this manner, Satchitananda Swarupam, Swatmanam Vijaniyat. This Swarupam you will have to know in yourself, by yourself. It is not an object. It is the very subject. It is you. It is you, you will have to know yourself. And you are considered as Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha. How will you know that? By proper Shravanam, proper Mananam, Nidhidhyasanam, and then you will be able to recognize yourself. Recognize. It is a kind of picking up what you have forgotten. Recognize. Cognize means you cognize. You see in the garden some flower, some fruit. How do you know that is fruit and this is flower, that is tree and this is plant, this is creeper and this is crotons? How do you know that? That how do you know that? You know that because of the chit jnana swarupaha. That with the jnana swarupaha, which is indeed you, sat chit ananda swarupaha. You cognized that it is flower, that this is fruit, that this is croton, that this is creeper, and this is dying, this is newly planted, this has no water, this has got a lot of manure. All these things you have cognized. Like that, you have to cognize who indeed you are, which you have forgotten. That is called a recognition. That recognition, swatmanam vijaniyat. You will have to know yourself by yourself. Yourself by yourself. By proper Shravana, Manana, Nidhidhyasana. Jagat. Now Jagat is being talked of. Adha, Chaturvimshati, Tatvotpatti Prakaram Vakshyamaha. There are Chaturvimshati. Vimshati is 20. Chaturvimshati means Chatu is 4. 4 plus 20. 24. Chaturvimshati, Tattva Utpatti Prakaram Vakshyamaha. We are going to unfold the Jagat which has evolved out of this Chaturvimshati Tattvas. Chaturvimshati. What are the Chaturvimshati? Acharya is going to cover later as we go by. We will have a lot of doubts, and all those doubts Acharya would have thought of on behalf of us, and he will answer all those things. Now, Acharya is saying, Brahmashraya, Brahmashraya, taking refuge in Brahma, dependent on Brahma, and having Brahma as though the mother, as though the father, like that. Brahmashraya, Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika, Sattva, Rajaha, Tamaha, Gunatmika. Having these three gunas, Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika, Maya Asti. This lady Maya is there. This lady Maya is the Karanam for the Jagat. Jagat includes you and I. Don't exclude yourself. You are part of the Jagat. When you are seeing the Jagat, you must have the bhavana. You are indeed part of the Jagat. Only thing is, you think you are the body. You are other than the body. Which body? Sthola Shariram. Other than what other body? Sukshma Shariram. What other body? Karana Shariram. Other than these three Shariras, I am other than these. Whenever you can come to that kind of a cognition, that will be because of the Chit Swarupa of Atma. And that keeps on debating. If I am not that, if I am not that, if I am not that, what indeed am I? Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha is what Acharya has said. How do I recognize those? You will have to make an effort, and make an effort through the equipment that you have got, the Antakarna. The Antakarna must be absolutely clean for any knowledge to take place properly, which will be beneficial for you to understand and recognize who indeed you are. Till such time, the Antakarna is Parishuddha, there will not be any possibility of your even trying to think properly. You start thinking, and the thinking process will go away to different sets of objects which you would like to acquire. And it will not stay on the Atma Tattva which you are trying to perceive yourself. It will be possible that Samadhanam, which is part of the sadhana chatushtaya, isn't it? Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi, in that Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi, in those sixfold qualifications beginning with Shama. What are those? Shamo, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam iti. Samadhanam is what? Chitta Ekagrata. That kind of a Chitta Ekagrata, when you start thinking of who you indeed are, that Chitta Ekagrata will be available to you, provided the antakarana is clean, the manaha is absolutely parishuddha. For that only our effort in trying to adopt karma yoga anushtana. You will have to get on to that. Otherwise, unless you are convinced about the efficacy of that, you will not even start that. If you're not convinced about the efficacy of that, these Shramana, Manana, Nididhyasana will be of no avail at all. They will be fruitless. You must have the Shraddha with which you can go forward. Brahmashraya, Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika, having the three gunas, Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika, Maya Asti. And from out of Maya we have evolved. From out of Mrittika, from out of the earth. What is evolved? The pot is evolved. Okay? The flower was evolved. And the saucer is evolved. The plate is evolved by the Kamari, by the pot maker. Okay? He evolves all those things which are each different in form from the other. But all of them contain Mrittika eva. From that Maya, which is Mrittika, all of us have evolved. We may have different forms. We may have different minds and antakarana, jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, which are part of the pot, which is different from the saucer, which is different from the flower vase, all those. We are all like the pot, like the flower vase, like the saucer, like the deepam. Okay? You have got earthen deepams, isn't it? Earthen lamps. All those things, all are out of Mrittika eva. Mrittika eva satyam. From out of Maya, all of us have evolved. And Maya is satyam. Tadanyat sarvam vidyeti. What we think we are. Sthola sukshma karana sharira. We are not. Avasthatraya. We are not. Then Avasthatraya or not. Panchakosha, we are not. What are we? We are, other than all these things, who is aware of all these things? Evam Sachidananda Swarupam Swatmanam Vijaniyat. You will have to know yourself, by yourself, who indeed you are. Recognizing the fact that you are Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha, Panchakosha Atitaha, Avasthatraya Sakshi, and you are merely Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha. That you will have to know by yourself with adequate effort. And for that, in that direction, this Jagat is being mentioned here. How Jagat has evolved. Adaha Chaturvimshati Tatvoti Prakaram Vakshamaha. This we will cover again tomorrow. And we will go forward. Right. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. If you people have any doubts, those doubts may be expressed before we start the explanation of Jagat as given by the Acharya tomorrow. Okay? Hari Om, everybody.
Dhanyavad Nanaji. Hari Om.
Dhanyavad. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you very much, Nana. Thank you.
Jai Gurudev, Hari Om everybody. We will begin our Manana session. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today Nanaji covered so beautiful Tattva Bodh. We will revise first the Tattva Bodh. Kindly share your inputs. Percy ji, Brahmaraji and Dr. Mara, they have given wonderful brief out on the group. It is so beautiful. So anyone would like to share?
So are you talking about today's topic or from yesterday, Balaji?
Yeah. Tattva Bodh, the whole Tattva Bodh is so very important, no? I mean, we need to contemplate again and again. So,
Yeah, definitely.
whichever topic. Today, we started with, I mean, how did you do Manana yesterday? Did you do Tattva Bodh? Or you started with the
Yeah,
PDF?
I actually missed the Tattva Bodh class. I kind of joined it again. Yeah, I think Dr. Brahmara did a little bit, and then we went on to the
We can start the Tattva Bodha, Jai Gurudev. We can start Tattva Bodha from the beginning, because yesterday it wasn't much discussed. We covered chapter 17 verses.
Okay, so you guys want to go from the beginning?
Yeah, the sadhan tatushtaya, the fourfold qualification, sadhana chatushtaya, kim.
The main, the Tattva Bodh is basically, what I understood is that it's asking yourself, like you're encouraging yourself, like that's what this Tattva Bodha is about. So, and there was that invocation sloka,
Kindly chant if someone can chant. It's very beautiful shloka as you have mentioned on the group.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that thing, but anyway, I'll try. Vasudevendra Yohindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hridayarte Tattvabodhe Vidiyate, I think. Though Nana's explained each and every word of that, like in his talk yesterday, where he said Vasudevendra is that the consciousness pulsating in each of us, like Vasudevendra is the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, which is Krishna and Bhagavan Krishna. So he says he's the best, he's the Jagat Guru, and he's the bestower of the knowledge. So you're saluting to Vasudevendra. Natva means like you are prostrating to him. So the king, so that's what that is. And then as I think Mumukshunam is a seekers of this knowledge. That's what that was. And the Tattva Bodha is expounded for the benefit of the seekers. The Vidiyate. Vidiyate is meaning expounded. So then he goes on to who can get this, who can be qualified to receive this knowledge. So even to receive this knowledge, you have to be qualified. That person is called Adhikari. Adhikari is the one who has this sadhana chadustaya, the fourfold qualifications, right? And then that sadhana chadustaya, that viveka is the discrimination, which is what is permanent, what is not permanent. So viveka is that, I don't know how to read these things in the sloka, but nitya and anitya, anybody can read it. You can read it that way. You can get what Nanas usually explains in Sanskrit. So do you want to read, anybody want to read this Chadana Chadustashya?
Anyone would like to read Sanskrit? Anyone?
I don't know. I can read it in English, but I
can try, but this is the first time reading these shlokas. No? So,
okay, I have if you want, I can say that I'm kind of opening this on my phone, but
you will be able to share the screen, Dr. Mara. Then I will make you the host. I mean, no need to be host. You can just share.
Okay, let me try and do that with the one.
Meanwhile,
with the
I'll just read the shloka.
Read the sloka. Go ahead.
Yeah. Vasudevendra yogindram natva jnanapradam gurum mumukshunam hitarthaya tattva bodho bhidiyate. Sadhana chatushtaya sampannadhikarinam moksha sadhana bhutam tattva vivek prakaram vakshyamah. Sadhana chatushtayam kim nitya anitya vastu vivekah. Iha mutrartha phala bhoga viragah. Shamadhi shat sampattihi mumukshatvam cheti. Viveka nitya anitya vastu vivekah kah. Nitya vastvekam brahma tadvayatiriktam sarvamanityam ayameva nitya anitya vastu vivekah. Yeah, I think this is very, very beautiful.
So you read about, I'm still working on that. If you guys want to talk about
I will read the whole, all the aspects, because the first viveka, discrimination, nitya anitya vastu vivekah kah, nitya vastvekam brahma, tadvayati riktam sarvamanityam, brahma eva satya jagat mithya, ayam eva nitya anitya vastu vivekah. Viragah kah, iha swarga bhogeshu ichha rahityam. साधन संपत्ति ही का शमो दम उपरम तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानम च इति.
Yeah, that's a 1 second.
Yeah, anyone would like to share, because each word, it is having a, I think we can talk pages and pages about each one.
Yeah, I think we have been covering this in various, what you call, when we did Bhagavad Gita also, this was spoken about, right? All the fourfold, within which includes the 6 steps also, right? Shama, Dhamma.
Yeah, right. That's some Sadhana Sambati no, Shatka Sambati.
One is the
Shatka
sadhana.
Sambati is
Yeah.
the Shatka
Sadhana.
Sambati is the 6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, sadhana chatushtaya is the fourfold.
Yeah.
Fourfold or 4 means of practice or whatever you call it, right? It includes 6 virtues also. The 6 virtues are the one which is then called as Shat Sampatti. Shat means 6. Shat Sampatti means
and the fourfold is for the Viveka, Viraga, like Vairagya, and then Shatka Sambati. The 4th one is the Mumukshutva, the Mumukshutva. That those 4 of them are Sadhana Sadhustaya. And out of that one, the 3rd one is called
Shatka. 6, yeah, 6 virtues or 6
qualities that we have to follow. That the Sama, Dhamma, Upama, Ditiksha, and Shraddha.
Samadhana.
What is the Sadhana, right? Yeah.
Samadhana.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to open this.
Dr. Mara, are you having the detailed what we had gone through earlier with Nanaji only? I think in the beginning of this, it was
beginning of the slokas. I mean, I listened to
this before we started Bhagavad Gita. We did with Atma Bodha and Tattva Bodha when we were doing initially. That time it was detailed one, right?
Oh, you mean that the lecture? You mean the what Nana was saying? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, dear. I do not have that right now. I have just this.
Oh, you mean the Tattva Bodha, the book, right? That's what I'm trying to open. It's not opening for me. For some, it's in the PDF form.
Is able to share on that, or maybe we can just discuss whatever.
Yeah, we can discuss. We know, we have heard this so many times, right?
Right. That's why I'm saying, like, we can just go ahead and discuss it. That's fine.
First one is the discrimination between the real and the unreal.
That's right? That's Viveka.
Yeah. Atma and Anatma, discrimination between Atma and Anatma, all that falls under the category of Viveka, right? Yeah. Because only if you feel that there is something other than what you experience today, there is something more. Only that that Viveka only will bring you to this path. Someone who thinks that the world is everything and that's real, nothing else exists, then for them there is no. They don't even feel like coming and listening to this, right? So that is one of the qualification is for you to feel, yes, there is something different. Something is there beyond what I know. So that is where the start of Viveka, obviously, then there is a lot more when you come into it. But for you to even feel an interest to come into it is when you feel there is something beyond what you know. That is, I think that's where that element of Viveka comes. Then the second one is Vairagya, that again we all know. Feeling dispassionate doesn't mean leaving everything and going, but probably you start realizing that there is not much you can get from this world, right? Today we think that world can give me happiness, world, people around, things and everything can give me happiness. But slowly you realize, no, the source of happiness is within. Then you start getting a little disinterested in chasing these things, right? Okay, they may be there, okay, no problem. But you don't pursue that. Like Gurudev says, no, slowly you should realize in the happiness point, he says, rather than a pursuit of happiness, your life should become an expression of joy. That happens when you know that you are the source of everything. then you don't pursue these things. Today we are pursuing it. So I think dispassion is more to realize that these things won't give you that. Not running away from anything. You can still enjoy what you have. If you have a bungalow, enjoy the bungalow. If you have a car, enjoy the car. But your pursuit is not for those. This is how I see vairagya or dispassion.
Yeah, that's true. So you don't have to give up on your family or your children, all those things. But then at the same time, not having that desire to these objects which give sexual pleasures in this world, and also they say Swargaloka, here and hereafter. So, I mean, so that's what basically, in terms of definition, part of it, that when say dispassion to all those things. But yeah.
It is also like you're not expecting the fruits of action, like you don't want to enjoy the fruit of action also, which you will receive after completing your task. Whatever you are doing, you have this passion for that. You don't want any desire, you don't have the desire to enjoy the fruit of your own efforts. That is
no, Savitaji, it's not. I think that's probably my humble interpretation is you don't say you don't need to enjoy the fruits. You take whatever comes as prasada, right? It's Ishvara prasada. So it's not like you're feverish about that. This is what I want to get out of it. Not that that's kind of given up. But whatever comes, yes, you enjoy. Look, without having a desire to get something out of whatever you do is very difficult, right? Everything you will do because there is something that will come out of it. But what comes out of it, whether it's something that you expect or whatever Ishvara has said, both are okay for you. You are not going to keep complaining, oh, I did this so much. That is not going to be there. But it doesn't mean you don't enjoy the fruits. I'm not sure. Whatever you get, you can enjoy, right? It's Ishvara Prasada anyways.
Yeah, that's what Nanas also said, right? Like we do it with that Tattva Bhavana, that, so all the things that you do, so that you don't attach to the results of the action.
Then, these six qualities or virtues are again very, very important, right? Shama, having a say over your sense organs, Dhamma.
Shama is the mind,
sense over the mind.
Is
my sense organs, having say over the sense organs. Then you have the Uparati.
Uparati is near, that's a one little bit. Uparama is something, Upa means near to you or something like that.
Yeah,
the mind and the senses. Yeah.
The dharma, like what swadharma you have, what is your duty, what is your swadharma is Uparati.
Yeah, Uparati could also mean, maybe that's one definition what you mentioned, but other definition could also mean going within.
Dharma.
It also means going within, right? Right now, maybe our senses and everything is going outwards. Here you start bringing it inwards, right? Because that's somewhere.
I think that's what the Nana was saying about what is your nature, and then the Swarup, what is your thing. That's when he said Dharma, and what is Dharma is like the Swarupa Lakshanam, and the Swarupa Lakshanam is happiness. So that, so he mentioned that. I think that was under Uparama. I didn't make notes of it from the yesterday lecture, but
Uparati or Uparama is
that is what that was.
Turning inward from the world. like moving, because happiness, everything is within, right?
Yeah, there was that you withdraw the senses and the mind from outside, and you focused towards yourself and enjoy the happiness.
But in this, below Uparama is written Swadharma Nushtanamev. So doesn't it signifies that your own duty, what according to the dharma, what I understood?
No, okay. I don't think I'm sorry, I didn't think they said thinking about Swadharma.
No, yeah, I'm just seeing this.
Maybe
it's written Swadharma Nushtana Mev. So below it's written below Uparama. Swadharma Nushtana.
Oh, here it says in the thing.
Swadharma
Anusthana Meva. Yeah, it's basically you're observing your own dharma. Yeah, it's a Swadharma. So your Swadharma is that your true nature, that's what that is. I think that's how that was explained, like Satchitananda, that Ananda, happiness is what and performs one's duty are necessary to reach the state.
Pratiksha. Ksha is forbearance, endurance.
Yeah, those dual what is that? Opposites, pairs of opposites. For the mind is the joy and sorrow or something like that. And then the body, the hot and cold, or pain and pleasure. So endurance of that. And then the last one is just, the Shraddha.
Fifth one is Shraddha,
Shraddha in that you have...
Anyone can read, please, the other resters like Shraddha, Savitaji, Sheilaji, anyone can read the Sanskrit, please. I will not be able to read now.
Shraddha is Guru Vedant Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Guru Vedant Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Like the faith in the Guru.
Faith in the scriptures and Guru.
Scriptures and Guru. And you have Shraddha, which is naturally you will have faith and you will have Shraddha also.
Yeah, he mentioned about Viswasa, that Viswasa is more like acknowledging the Guru and also the Vedic scriptures. I mean, here it says faith. It's not only that meaning, he also mentioned about Viswasa towards Guru and in that particular opinion.
The Samarpan Bhav, the Samarpan Bhav you have for the Guru.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't question the Guru. Yeah. Sixth one is Samadhana. Samadhana kim Chittai Kagrata. Chittai Kagrata, like
the single pointedness.
Single pointedness.
Single pointedness of the mind.
Yeah.
So that so if you gain all this this sadhana sadhistaya, then pure mind, then we can get there to realize the self. That's so we having the single goal.
These were the 6 samadhana, right? Shakta Sampatti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, so out of that, like if you attain them, controlling the mind and senses, withdraw from worldly pursuit, the Uparama, endures the pinpricks, faithfully follows the path indicated by the Guru and scriptures with the Shraddha, the resultant absorption of the mind in the self is samadhanam. So naturally the mind goes to that single pointedness of the mind in the self, absorption of the mind in the self. So when we talk about this self, right, like mind is that part of the consciousness, but it is in the waking consciousness state, whereas the self is in the deeper part, they say. So while we are doing this Shadgat Sambati, then it will eventually absorb into the mind when the mind is pure.
These were the 6 Shakt Sampat. Then
Shatka Sambati.
Shakta Sampatti.
That's the last one. Sambati, I think. Was it like you have it? I think she need to scroll it down.
4th one was Mumukshutvam, no? Mumukshutvam.
Yeah, that 4th one is Mumukshutvam.
You want me to scroll up or down? You want to see the previous or you want to go ahead? Kindly just let me know because my phone is a little away.
We have covered these things. The 4th one is Mumukshutvam Kim. Moksho me bhrayad iti ichha. Moksho me bhrayad iti ichha. Etat sadhana chatushtayam tatas tattva vivekasyadhikarino bhavanti. Tatas tattva vivekasyadhikarino bhavanti.
For what are you reading at Mumukshutvam?
Yeah, Mumukshutvam kim moksho me bhrayad iti ichha. I'm reading the Sanskrit shlok, these shlokas.
Sure. Okay. Bhuyat iti ichha.
Yeah. Then etat sadhan chatushtayam tatas tat vivekas syadhikarino bhavanti. These are explaining the mumukshutvam part.
So the desire to attain liberation.
Liberation, yeah.
Yeah. So it's really like you're single-pointedly looking at that.
Like moksha is it should not be one of the objectives. It should be the only objective of
yeah, that's the strong desire to attain liberation. So that's right here. That also was mentioned.
But this Maya, it enrolls you in different you like thoughts. You have the objective, but you get derailed from by influence of the Maya. It still have to be worked up upon. It's not the only objective right now. For me, it is like you get wavered off by the things around you. The Maya engulfs you again and again, and you have to again come out, then again you have to work upon. So
yeah, that is true, you know.
Yeah, we are still striving for this only objective of Mumukshu. That we don't see. Yeah, carry on.
No, you're right, that we all come kind of tangled with this worldly activities, and then you're in the halfway here, half here and half there, like that kind of thing is called Madhya. You remember he mentioned about Madhyamadhikari and Uttamadhikari and the other Madhikari, like that, you know, the Mukshitvam, you know, like you also have those kind of division. And so I don't know, I mean, how we have to get there.
It's only, I think, the Abhyasa again and again, Abhyasa Vairagya.
Yeah, we have to take that step.
Abhyasa and Vairagya. These help in making you on, shifting you again on that path of Mumukshutvam. If you the six Shakt Sampatti which we just discussed, these would help.
Anyone want to add comments, please? This Percy or other, I mean, I don't know, Madhuri ji or anybody else want to, and Bella ji, go ahead. I know you couldn't talk, you said.
Yeah, I think as in Patanjali, we will it will take long time, maybe many births to reach out there. But yes, we can keep practicing all these which Gurudev and Nana ji is giving to us all the knowledge and try to move in that direction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Gurudev also says, if you move on this path, maybe you will go 10 steps ahead, but maybe you go 8 steps back, but never you will go 10 steps back. There will be some somewhere some movement will be there, some knowledge will maybe seep in. Let's try and move towards this direction. Yeah, that's the positive ray of hope, because Maya always keeps coming back, for sure. That's rightly said.
Shall I read ahead?
Yeah, if anybody cannot comments, then we go ahead, please. I know we are still sitting in from yesterday's topic.
Yeah. Tattva Viveka, that's the inquiry into the truth. Tattva Viveka kaha Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Mithyeti. Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Mithyeti.
That means like inquiry into the truth.
Yeah, Atma is Satya and other things are Mithya. Yes?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the self is real, or the truth, Atman is real. Other than Atma is all other things are unreal. Yeah, that's a Tattva Viveka.
Yeah, the Jagat is Mithya.
Right. So the Sat is the real, right? Sat, and then Asat is non-existent, and Mithya is the unreal, which cannot be defined as real or non-existent. So Mithya is that's a yeah, there are three things it's mentioned here. Like, I couldn't screen it, this one. Basically, I just want to quickly tell you about this. One is, we talked about the real, right? The Sat is real, which is existent all three periods of the time, right? Like past, present, and future, and it doesn't change. And then the non-existent is Asat. Like, I think we read this when we read Tattva Bodha. A barren woman, she exists, but so does a child. A barren woman's child can never be. So that's non-existent. So that was the Asat part. It doesn't exist in all three periods. So that's what Asat. But whereas Mithya cannot be defined as real or non-existent. So you can't say this the world exists and is experienced but gets negated by time and experience and hence unreal. So basically that is unreal. Mithya is unreal. But it's there. Right?
Yes, Dr. Mara, very well said. The Sat is the one which remains same in all three states. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupta Avastha. It's like our witness consciousness state. So that remains there. So only that self is that Sat. The rest of all the things, what we see, feel, observe, perceive, touch, whatever it is through all our senses, they all, those all things are mithya.
Yeah. Yeah, then he went on to, so today you started in the 5 sheets, the Panchakosha. So you talked about 5 sheets, Shariratraya, Avastatraya, Sachidananda Swarupa, Stula, Sushma, Karna, Shariras, Shariratrayas. So
I'm sorry, this Tattva Viveka Kaha is read. I'm sorry, I did not.
Yeah.
It is read already, huh?
She read it.
Yeah, it's read.
Okay.
Atma Kaha wasn't read. Atma Kaha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what.
I'm just following this. Atma Kaha. Sthul Sukshma Karan Sharirat Vyatiriktah Panchakoshatitah San Avastha Traya Sakshi Sachidanand Swarupah San Yastishtati Sa Atma.
Yeah, it's so very beautifully defined, no? It is beyond this Sthula Sukshma Karan Sharira, beyond this 5 sheets, Panchakosha Tit even. and three avastha trayatita even. Beyond those three avasthas, it is that Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. The one which stays like Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa, that is the Atma. Yes, Tishtati, the Atma.
So here for Shat is the existence, right? And Chit, this consciousness or knowledge, that the consciousness is the absolute knowledge. So in the Ananda is the happiness or the bliss. Swarupa. Okay. You want to continue?
You were telling the 5 sheets, Dr. Mara.
Oh, you.
Yeah, you continue.
We are going to go one by one, like now we have to start with Sthula Sharira.
No, these points, no, the 5
you
sheets.
Want the points, what the 5 sheets are? Yeah, I can say that.
In short, we can say, no, 5 sheets.
The 5 sheets are like Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and the last one is Anandamaya Kosha. So I think it will be coming, I don't know, they will elaborate on that as we go along. Sharira Traya is that the 3 bodies, right? That the Sthula Sharira, Sushma Sharira, and Karna Sharira. And Avastha Traya, she said Jagrata Avastha and Swapna Avastha, Sushupta Avastha. Yeah, I think it will come as you go by one, you can read, then it will come more.
Yeah, it will come in detail today, Nana.
In detail.
Yeah. Kindly go through the Sanskrit version, please.
Sthula Sharira Kim Panchikrit Panch Mahabhutai Kritam Sat Karmjanyam Sukha Dukkhadi Bhogayatanam Shariram Asti Jayati Vardhate Viparinimate Apkshiyate Vinashyatiti Shadvikara Vadetat Sthula Shariram. Shall I say it again? Panchikrit Panch Mahabhutaihi Kritam Sat Karmjanyam Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Yatanam Shariram Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparanamate Apakshiyate Vinashyatiti Shadvikara Vadetat Sthula Shariram. Sthula Sharira, the gross body, which is like composed of space, air, fire, water, and earth. The Panchikarna, right? Mahabhutai.
Yeah, it is the Sthula Sharira, which is enjoying this all Sukha Dukkha Adi Bhogayatanam. It is growing, it is destroying as well, right? Viparinimate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyatiti. Shad Vikaro se bhi bhara hua hai na, right? It is with all Vikaras as well. What it experiences, it is at the gross level. All the vikaras and all disease or whatever we experience, it is all experienced, and that is the body which is having no existence. It gets merged again back to the earth element.
No, it has come into existence, but actually all the stages they pass through, the body, Suksham, this Sthula Sharir passes through. It comes into existence, that is birth. It just grows, matures, and then it declines again and then ultimately it perishes. Apikshyate, it perishes, gets vinashyati, it destroys, and again gets merged back into the same, all the five elements get merged into the five elements again. So this is the sthula, and it actually enjoys all the sukha dukha, all the, you can say, good and bad, all the, you can say, dualities of the world which exist in the world. It just enjoys all these things.
Very nice. The more we contemplate on these aspects, no, it becomes easy for us to be in that asangoham.
Right.
I feel, can I say something here? I would like to add here that there is a deeper purpose than knowing just this. The translation is okay. We have got the translation of Viveka, Vairagya, the Sat Sampatti, and now we are going to the Panch Kosha. What I would like to add here is that looking at the body-mind complex, whatever we have, like all the time comforting our gross body, we want to look beautiful, we want to wear good clothes to enhance our personality, we want to sleep on good beds, so comfortable beds with a good mattress, pillows, etc. Most of the time, our attention is on the gross body and the mind complex. When we come to Viveka and Vairagya and all that is that it is to dissociate ourselves from the samsara and go closer to our own self. And this will only happen when we see this state of opposites and like the gross body is going to dissolve and become one with the five elements. So we should be understanding now that the body and the body is going to dissolve. So move our minds from this world, Jiv and Jagat. We move away from it and go to the self, closer to the self. From the Sthul Sharira, we go closer to the self. So that can happen only with this Vivek, Vairagya and Sat Sampatti. Otherwise, we have done all this discrimination. But what is actually discrimination? Are we really discriminating when it comes to real life situations? Are we able to accept the situation as it is? Are we able to accept people as they are? In challenging times, do we react or we respond? So now putting all this Viveka, Vairagya, all this into our daily lives is what I wanted to add. The knowledge of the Sat Sampatti, putting it into practice. That will take us closer to ourselves.
Very well said.
Yeah, Persiji, very well defined. It is really wonderful, and we can experience that joy only when we live through that. Correct. Very beautiful. We will go ahead with the Sukshma Sharira.
Can you decrease the font? Like it's no, it's okay. Okay, it wasn't. It was mine. This thing, right? Sukshma shariram kim apanchikrit panch mahabhutaihi kritam satkarm janyam sukha dukkhadi bhog sadhanam panch jnanendriyani panch कर्मेन्द्रियाणि पंच प्राणादयः मनश्चैकं बुद्धिश्चैका एवं सप्तदशा कलाभिः सह यतिष्ठति तत् सूक्ष्म शरीरम्. The 17. Yeah, the 17 components of the Sukshma Sharira.
Yes. 5 Jnanendriya, 5 Karmendriyas, 5-fold pranas, and then mind and buddhi.
Mind and intellect, yeah.
Yes.
Jai Gurudev, can anyone...
Okay, go ahead, Pasiji.
5 Pancha Pranas, I just forgot. Can anyone tell me?
5 pranas.
Pranas
apan.
Saman. Pran, apan, vyana also, udan and saman.
Thank you, Jai Gurudev.
Apan is what we take in, pran is what we breathe out.
Exhale, yes.
In between the rib cage and the stomach. Saman. Vyan is all over the body, circulation. And Udan is in the heart. Udan is responsible for our waking up in the night and in the morning and sleeping in the night. And Udan is the one who takes the prana out of the body in the death. And Udan is the one who is responsible for us to put it again into the womb. That is the only job of Udana.
Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Anyone can elaborate on this Saptadasha Kalabhihi, 17 Kala?
They were just described na, by Belaji. 17 Kalas. These are the 5 organs of perception. Then
Okay, right.
They were the 17.
Yeah, 5 Jnanendriyas for 5 Karmendriyas, and then 5 Panchakoshas, and then the Mana
Buddhi.
Yeah. But then there are 2 more, which is the Ahankara and the memory, so that is also kind of not added here, but I think he mentioned in one of the previous classes about that.
Ahankara, these are the parts of Sukshma Sharira. So maybe Ahankara and because these that are
mind and buddhi, mind and buddhi and ego and memory. But also then part of the Sukshma Sharira.
Okay. But on counting, it will be 19, no?
No, Mana, Jai Gurudev, Mana and Buddhi is Ahankara and memory. Yeah.
Memory, okay.
Jai Gurudev.
So how they become 17? 5 Karmendriya, 5 Jnanendriya, 10. And 5
pranas.
Koshas.
Yeah.
Pranas.
5 pranas, yeah. 15. Mana and Buddhi.
Yeah, that is Ahankara and memory.
Okay, not Mana Buddhi.
No, that is also Mana Buddhi and then that other one.
Mana and Buddhi are there. Mana is Ahankara, Buddhi is memory.
Acha. Okay.
Like they are synonym of
exactly.
Mind and intellect. Yeah.
With mind we are in ego, right? Ahankara.
Correct.
And with buddhi, we memorize things.
Buddhi is that one, the discriminating power, that. So the mind is a thinking part, that you have thoughts in the mind. Whereas the buddhi is where the discrimination happens, a decision-making process like that. It's a knowledge point, like buddhi is a knowledge.
Yeah, you discriminate with the memory, right? What is...
No, the memory is like where you store all your things, right? Like whatever you had seen, you observe through the sense organs, whatever you're seeing, like you're seeing, hearing, touch, all these things is going to your mind. That becomes the memory. Like say you saw a flower, that means how do you know that's flower? Because you have the memory of that you had seen that before. So that the memory, through the sense organ, that's where the vision and the hear, you see the nama and rupa and color and whatnot. Whereas the hearing part is the sabda, that you heard the music or you heard the word or you heard the, language sounds different, right? Different language. So through that sabda, that mind recognize it goes to the mind and it recognizes through that memory of that you knew this from before, from the experience.
Mm-hmm. That is what I exactly wanted to say. Yeah.
Right. From that experience.
In Hindi, there are 4. Okay, sorry. Please go on.
Yeah.
In Hindi, we call man, buddhi, chit, and ahankar. Ahankar is ego, chit is memory, and man is mind, and buddhi is intellect.
Yeah.
This means they are different. Man, buddhi, chit, ahankar.
Yeah. All are different levels of our existence.
Yeah, that is our antakaran.
Yeah, antakaran.
And even about the ahankar, all this time I was thinking it is superiority or inferiority. But there are so many flavors for that I don't remember all those things. But yes, main is this inferiority and superiority, and guilt and victim conscious, even that is ahankar, they say. And defensive mood or aloof mood, even that is called as ahankar, which separates you from the other person. That is ahankar. That is what I concluded after hearing that. And there are something like attacking or complaining, even that is ahankar. When you are complaining, you are thinking that you are right. And when you are attacking, that also, I don't remember what it was. So there are so many flavors for ahankar also. I have to go back again to read or to listen.
Yeah, identifying with anything limits us, our existence. No? Identifying with anything. So superiority, inferiority, feeling aloof, not comfortable with surroundings, and the complaining mode, that means you are not comfortable at that moment and feeling the oneness with everything. Then only the separation, feeling of separation comes in any ways, is the ego. That is called the ahankara. So this ahankara, as Shilaji mentioned, they have different flavors. In the attacking mode also, we like, or victim consciousness all the time. Oh, because of him, he does like this. in the house also complaining about your all the time. I am the victim in the family. My mother-in-law does like this. My husband also supports her, and I am the one who is taking all the brunt and this thing, that thing. All the time these dialogues go on inside. No, that they are the flavors of ego only. This we must understand. The moment we recognize them and acknowledge them, then we are immediately out of it. Otherwise, on the path also we can see many times, and many times people around us, they continue in one or the other flavors of the uh, uh, ego, unknowingly, without, not because the awareness is not there. And because of that, the energy gets drained, and then you just identify yourself as some victim for this, victim, I am victimized due to this situation, these people, this thing, that thing, and limit ourselves, and all our energy gets drained in that direction. It doesn't allow us to be in that Satchidanand mode of existence.
Very true.
That
I think in the 7 levels of existence which we teach on the first day of the course itself, ego is the final barrier. And Guruji says ego is holding on, simply holding on to an identity. See, when Brahman made this world, he just made male and female, Shri and Purush. Identity means we became father, son, husband, wife. All these are identities which we have given. And that is all Maya. And with the knowledge of dispassion, we can cut it. If we go on lamenting that my wife is dead, my wife is dead. But when there is no wife, how can you be pati? Patni ही नहीं रही तो फिर पति कैसे हो तुम? How can you be husband when your wife is no more? So that is an identity that we have created ourselves. And with dispassion, we need to cut this cord. Only then that veil of ignorance will be lifted and we'll be able to reach ourselves. The ego is the final barrier. The expansion of the mind to intelligence, memory, and ego. And then finally, when it gets so expanded that it reaches the self. Jai Gurudev.
so beautiful.
I think, shall we, it's a wonderful discussion we had today. The time is up. May we have concluding prayer? If you wish to go ahead, you can continue, but I will stop sharing, and since I have class. So you would like to continue?
This PDF is there in the group, no?
Yes, it is there. It is already there in the, everything, whatever we shared here, it is there in the group. Yeah, please continue if you wish to continue, okay?
No, we will close, no?
Yeah, we can conclude today. Madhuri ji, you can.
Om Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Gurudev.
Dhanyavad everybody. Hari Om.
Thank you.
Thank you.